Welcome to today's 5-minute mobility routine. I do this routine after doing gymnastics just to really unwind the spine, unwind the hips from all the ballistics and the extreme ranges. We're starting off with a little bit of pancakes and some reaches towards the floor. Little side bend and bobbing up and down on the ankles can help unwind the nerves from the spine to the hips. Lean over and pump the ankles. Again, it's not just fascial flossing. We're going to do some neuromobility as well. When we make those nerves nice and happy, the muscles relax. Remember to breathe. Moving into a pigeon pose. We're just kind of feeling out which way the hips feel a little bit tight. Rotating towards the same hip. That can increase the range in the rotators. And now actively pressing through the glutes, adding some strengthening and lengthening at the same time. Remember, it's not just enough to stretch muscles, they need to be strong in the ranges that we stretch them in. Switch over to the right leg. Just exploring the movement. Seeing what feels like needs to be stretched or released. Heading in the arms, we'll just get the lats going so you can work on those lateral fascial lines as well. Sitting up nice and tall with a nice straight back. We're going to just forward bend. And with this, we're just going to turn the hips and the toes in towards one another and go after some of the outside hip or lateral chain fascial chains. A little bounce there at the end. Bouncing is not a bad thing. I know there's lots of professionals saying that bouncing into stretch is not good. However, if you can do it with control, it can add some benefits in creating elasticity and creating a little bit of strength and range. Moving right into the quad stretch, adding a little bit of a rotation. It's more of a pretzel, kind of a half kneeling pretzel stretch. Turning the head side to side just to make sure the neck isn't wound up. Switching sides, tuck that tail, squeeze the glute, and reach and rotate over towards the elevated leg. Repeat on the left leg. Try not to fall over. This can be a tricky stretch for balance, so move into it slowly and you should be able to relax into it. If you need some support from an external device, you can hang onto a wall. We're going to drop down into a little bit of a sprinter stretch, but I'm sitting on the left knee, stretching the left quad as well as the ankle as I stretch the left hamstring. Again, we're going to do a little bit of bouncing just to get a little extra range into it. Keeping the back nice and straight, try and fold at the hips as best as you can, and then at the end you can bend a little bit into the spine. If we keep the spine straight, we can direct the stretch into the hips where we want it. Just pressing the ankle into my hand, just activating the shin muscles, the anterior shin muscles, tibialis anterior. That'll help relax the calves a little bit better. And then moving into some cobra pose, squeezing the glutes, keeping the core activated so I'm not pressing into the joints, into a downward dog. So you can see I'm kind of curling and uncurling the spine as I transition through this. And then we're just going to go into some cobras, some reach overs, some bridge. I hope you enjoyed this stretching routine. You can click and subscribe at Thomas Wales on YouTube.